Today is Friday, February 2nd, 2024. It's 2:16 p.m., and I'm calling the Michigan Secretary of State to see if I could finally get somebody that's got some brains to help me out.
Thank you for calling the Michigan Department of State. To access the most current available...
Thank you for calling the Secretary of State. My name is Liz. How can I help you today?
I'm sorry, what's your name, ma'am?
My name is Liz.
Rose. Hi, Rose. I've been trying to reach Anna in the Resolutions Department since September 6th, and I guess she thinks that I'm not worth responding to. So I spoke with a lady. I've had a vehicle interlock device on. I was supposed to have a 12-month commitment. I've had it on for 3 years. I've never tested one time for alcohol. But this equipment, this equipment company's failed 16 times, killed 6 batteries. I've had 6 different tows. The Secretary of State is allowing this criminal organization to exploit Michigan taxpayers, and they're just ignoring it. So I filed a complaint with Anna on September 6th, and she hasn't bothered responding to me. So the last thing that the only other recourse, the lady said that my only other recourse is to file a complaint with my local county. And when I first got your judge's notice that they revoked my license, I didn't understand it. So I went to circuit court, and they didn't know what I was talking about. So then, and they said I had to get a lawyer. But then I went and I was digging out my paperwork just now, and I found out that you sent me an appeal of suspension. You sent me a bunch of paperwork, and it was all addressed with everything. So all I had to do is hand it to the judge. And I talked to a lady, Anna. I called for Anna, and the lady told me that she decides who she talks to or not, and there's nothing I can do about that. And the only other recourse is to try this in circuit court. So what I need is the papers that are all filled out, because the first time I walked in, I didn't know what I was talking about, and they couldn't help me. So can you send those forms filled out again?
Okay, so at this level, I'm not sure what the forms would be for if you're in a revoked status. I'll get you directly over to a licensed technician, and they'll be able to advise. I'll add some notes on. But
ma'am, please do this. You know what? This woman is a public servant. How dare she decide? I've been writing to her since September 6th, and she's decided that I'm not worth a call back or just to tell me what to do. This woman is supposed to be resolutions. She's supposed to be the resolutions manager. I've had this device on for 3 years because this company is a criminal extortion enterprise, and your department is letting them get away with it. So and there's no recourse. How do I file a complaint against Anna?
So at this level, this is just the general information center. We get you to the proper department.
Okay, please. I got you. Okay. Thank you.
So I'll get you to a technician. I'll add the notes on your account regarding Anna not calling you back.
Ma'am, I've had this thing on for 3. I've had this thing on for 3 years. I've never tested one time for alcohol, and now I can't get it off.
Okay. What's your full name and date of birth so I can pull up your account for them? Okay, thank you. Give me just a moment. I'll get you transferred directly over to them.
Thank you.
Department of State, this is Jenny. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, who am I speaking with?
My name is Jenny.
Jenny, I got a big mess, and I'm not getting any help from any of your people. I've been trying to reach the Resolution Department manager, Anna, since September 6th on an issue that's a mess, and she thinks that she's too busy to call me back and won't discuss it. She's supposed to be the resolutions manager. I've had a vehicle interlock device on my vehicle for 3 years. I've never tested one time for alcohol, and but the equipment's failed 16 times. It caused 2 false violations that I had nothing to do with, and I've sent her all that documentation, and she thinks that it's not worth her time to call me back. I got this judge.
Okay.
This judge falsely accused me 2 times of major violations, and I have proof of that. And he revoked my license, and the way he made it so at his hearing, he made it so confusing that when I got the paperwork back, I thought he was only giving me another year of having this interlock device on, but instead he revoked my license. And I didn't know about it for a year until I got pulled over by the state police on May 1st for a revoked license that I didn't even know about, because the way he sent this, he said that the funny part about it is the Intoxilock, the vehicle interlock device company, said it was their fault. They agreed it was their fault, and they replaced the device. But this criminal judge accused me of tamper circumventing the device, and even Intoxilock says they didn't do it. And then I thought he was just giving me another year of having the device on, but he actually revoked my license. He had no legal right to do that. And this is so messed up.
Okay.
It's so messed up that I don't know what to do. And she won't bother talking to me. She doesn't think that that's worth my time. And so I had somebody tell me that the other choice that I had was to appeal it to circuit court. And at the time, I was so confused, I just went into circuit court, and they didn't know what I was talking about. So then, just as I was trying to deal with this just recently, I found that you people sent me an actual I got an appeal for a suspension, an appeal for I got, and then a order regarding driver's license restoration, and it was all filled out. So if Anna thinks that it's not worth her time to help me straighten this thing out, then I have to appeal it to circuit court. But what I need somebody to do is send me this paperwork, all filled out.
What paperwork all filled out?
They sent me 3 things. It says appeal of suspension, revocation, and denial of the driver's license. That's one. And then they sent me 2 copies of that. Then they sent me an order regarding driver's license restoration, part 1. And then there's part 2. And then they sent me 2 copies of that.
Okay. So are you trying to apply for a hearing, or
I
are you
don't,
trying
ma'am,
to appeal
ma'am,
to the circuit court?
I have no idea what's going on, ma'am. This guy, what he said, he sent me this document, and you have to look at. Do you have access to his recording or his findings?
No.
Well, I had this thing installed on on February 22nd, 2021. I was eligible to have it deinstalled on February 22. And your company is allowing this Intoxilock to just brutalize taxpayers, and you could care less. I asked them for the closing paperwork, and they took over a month to send it. It was all wrong. I had this thing failed 2 times. It failed the first time on September 30th, 2021, when I parked the car. I went into a store, and 15 minutes later, the equipment failed and took a picture of my empty car. And Judge Nolan called that failed a rolling retest. And so at my hearing, I said, well, what do you say? I said, well, take a look at your own evidence. I'm not even in my vehicle. So he said, okay, I'll give you your license back. So then the second time, on April 10th, 2022, their equipment kept failing over and over and over again, but they wouldn't replace the equipment. It died for good on April. I keep forgetting. April 10th, 2022, and Intoxilock spent 16 days diagnosing this thing before they finally said that it was dead, and they said have it towed to the service center, and Intoxilock even said if it was something you had to do with it, then you have to pay for the equipment, and if it's our fault, we'll pay for the equipment. So I had it towed. They replaced the equipment. They said it was their fault. And Judge Brian Longman accused me of tamper circumventing the device. And then what he did is this judge is a crook. How could he do that? Even the vendor said it wasn't it wasn't my fault. And I sent Judge Longman. They wouldn't give me a document stating that, so I sent Judge Longman a video recording I had of the Intoxilock customer advocacy department manager Alex Killam saying, "Hey, go have that thing taken care of, and if you had nothing to do with it, then we're going to pay for it." And I sent that recording to him, and he accused me of tamper circumventing. And then what I have is one of the people that do the work for Intoxilock is an independent company. It's Adams Automotive in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. They hate Intoxilock. They're ready to stop doing business with them because they cheat everybody. And they told me that this Judge Brian Longman's getting paid off to sabotage taxpayers because he's getting paid off by Intoxilock. That's why I tried to make a complaint, and that's probably why Anna's afraid to talk to me.
Okay. So do you want me to get you over to the Office of Administrative Hearings?
Ma'am, I just want to get my license. I want my car back. You know what? I've given you. You asked me for 12 months. I gave you 35. Why are you people making this so hard? The thing is, I don't know. He revoked my license. You tell me how to get this done. I can't afford a lawyer because I haven't.
Well,
I can't afford a lawyer because I haven't been able to drive my vehicle since I was stopped by state police on May 6th, and I didn't even know I had a revoked license. So I haven't been able to work since May 6th. That's not my fault. That's that corrupt judge, Brian Longman, and Anna, who won't even bother talking to me about it.
Okay. So, like I said, I only have a couple options here. You request a hearing. You can appeal to circuit court.
That's what I want.
Or I can get you over to administrative hearings. Which one do you want?
Won't even talk to me. So why, if you can send me the forms, I'll go to the circuit court. But I want them filled out, just like they sent me before.
Okay. Well, I can't.
Circuit
court is separate from the Office of Administrative Hearings, but you can request a hearing. So I can send you the form for that.
You know what, ma'am? You people haven't helped me at all. You've dragged. This has gone on. You turned a 1-year commitment into a 3-year commitment. That's not fair. That's not my fault. And you people are abusing taxpayers. Don't you realize who pay your wages? Anna's too busy to call me back. You know what? I made a complaint against Intoxilock and Judge Brian Longman, and I bundled it all together and I sent her 279-page document. You know how hard that was? And I made videos and everything. And a 275-page document says she's been ignoring since September 6th. She's too busy for that?
Once again, we can go over the options.
What's the fastest?
You just keep talking in circles.
Ma'am, I have no idea. You're the expert.
You want me to get you over there?
Where?
I've gave you 3 options.
Ma'am, you don't give, ma'am. You're talking to somebody that doesn't know your terminology. I'm telling you, I need my car back fast. And what's the fastest way of doing it? Is it circuit court?
Probably requesting a hearing, but you can attempt to appeal through circuit court.
Well,
so you'll have to contact the circuit court.
If I just want somebody to tell me how to do it, why didn't Anna call me back? I've been contacting her since September 6th. That's not fair. You people aren't doing your jobs, and you know what? You're abusing. I'm a 72-year-old senior citizen taxpayer that pays all your wages. You can't do this to me. Just tell me.
Well, we actually pay taxes as well.
Ma'am, you know what? I'm not paying taxes to be jerked around. I've had this thing on for 3 years. I had nothing.
Nobody
I had nothing to do with it.
I'm trying to explain to you.
What?
Sir?
Yes,
sir,
ma'am.
Do you want me to transfer you over to the department?
Whatever. Ma'am, it's 2:44 p.m. I can't spend it all day. Last time I talked to a woman, she said your only choice is talk to Anna or to go to circuit court. So that's why I'm calling. If that's the only alternatives, send me the forms to go to circuit court.
We don't. We're not circuit court.
Ma'am, you're lying about this because you people mailed it to me. I'm looking at it right now.
That's not true, sir. That's not true. We can request you. We can send the request for hearing.
Ma'am, your company, your department. I got State of Michigan Judicial Circuit County, and then they sent it to my address. They had it all printed out. I had nothing to do with this. This is Driver Assessment and Appeal Division. I got those forms from somebody that sent these to me. I don't know how to fill them out. I can't afford a lawyer to do it for me.
Okay. Did you try community mental health?
Ma'am, I don't.
Options there.
Do you realize that nobody in the State of Michigan department and nothing works? I can't do this. Somebody sent me these excuse my language. Somebody sent me these forms.
Oh,
ma'am, you got to tell me what he did to me. Tell me exactly what he did so I know what form to use.
So you want the request for hearing forms?
How long does a hearing take? When can I get one?
The hearings usually take 8 to 12 weeks, depending on method of submission.
Ma'am, I can't go this. I can't do this. What about a circuit court?
Okay. You can attempt to contact circuit court, but again, you have to contact circuit court.
What do you mean? Somebody filled these paperwork, all this paperwork out, and it said, I don't know what I need. I don't want to. What am I appealing? I was eligible. Why do you people make it? Why do you people make this impossible? You know what? You're killing. I'm a senior. I'm a 72-year-old senior citizen. I pay your wages, and I've had this thing on for 3 years. I've gone through this. I went through the circuit court. Somebody from your office sent me these forms, and I just found them, and everything's all tightly. It's all perfect. I had nothing to do with it, and I'm calling back to get these forms again.
Okay, I already told you.
You have to understand, ma'am. Why don't you try calling? What did you tell me to call?
I didn't tell you to call anyone.
No, you said to call some agency. Have you ever tried calling any of these agents? What was that?
Oh no, community mental health.
Ma'am, why don't you try calling them and try to see if you can get them to help what I need to have done? You people kept my vehicle. I was eligible to have it a year ago.
Sir, I apologize, but I have to move on to other callers.
Ma'am, I need somebody to tell me what I can do. Damn it! Tell me what I can do.
Stop swearing.
I'm not swearing. I can't help this. I've had this thing out for 3 years. Tell me how to do it. Tell me the forms.
We already did. I can send you the forms, okay?
Put me through to somebody else. What did you just say? Did you say you could send me the forms?
Do you need?
Did you say you could send me the forms?
Help? I can send you the forms, but they're not going to be filled out.
You know what? If you can send me the forms, somebody else filled them all out already, and I've got the, and it wasn't me. It's got my name. It's got the Secretary of State to the State of Michigan Driver Assessment Appeal Division. I had nothing to do with that. Send me the forms, and it's got Isabella County, and it's got my their circuit court. I didn't do this.
Okay.
Tell me.
So I'm just going to send you the request for hearing forms there, okay?
Send me. What about? Can you send me the circuit court? Send me everything you can. Why don't you email them?
You want me to email
Yes.
forms?
Send me all the forms that I need, please. Ma'am, I can't. Can I tell you?
Okay, I can.
I can't even drive my vehicle. This thing keeps failing on me. I paid for it for 3 years, and that's your fault. Your department. This idiot judge lied. Who allowed him to make that false claim that I tamper circumvented? How do I file a complaint against him?
If you didn't agree with him, you could go to circuit court. But I apologize. We're not going to continue going round and round on this. So what's your email address so I can send you the forms?
Are you going to send me the circuit court forms too?
No, the circuit court forms have to come from circuit court.
Well, where's circuit court? You mean I got to go to my court?
Correct. You'd have to go to the circuit court of your county.
How can I can't even drive because I have a warrant for, my license was revoked. My license, I didn't know I haven't been able to drive my vehicle since May 6th. I can't drive it. I didn't know my license was revoked because he was an idiot judge. How can he tax a lot?
We're not going over that again though. Let's stay on our path here. So you want the request for hearing paperwork? I can email that to you.
Yeah, and you're saying that'll take.
That's all we're gonna do today. That's all we're gonna do.
Then send me the forms. Send me the forms that I need for. What am I appealing? What am I appealing? I don't even know what I'm appealing.
You're appealing for your privileges, man.
Yeah, but here's what it's.
You're appealing for your privileges.
No, what I'm looking at is these are the forms from the state that they sent me. It says order regarding driver's restoration, and then the other one is denial of license. So which one am I? If I fill these out,
those sound like circuit court forms.
I know, but what
you might have contacted the circuit court.
I know, but what I'm saying is I need the form that says appeal of suspension, and I don't know what I'm. Is it appeal? What I don't know what
I can't.
I don't know what I'm appealing. This guy revoked my license, so and he did it. He did it wrongly.
I can't legally guide you on any of that. That's circuit court. So, like I said, I can send you the forms. That's all I can do.
For what?
To request a hearing.
Yeah, but how? If I go to circuit court? What am I asking them for?
you're going to try to be appealing a hearing officer's decision.
Wait a minute.
But
wait a minute. No.
That's all.
Okay, just tell me what to say.
No, I can't tell you.
What do I have to do? Hire a lawyer? I have to hire a lawyer to figure out your forms?
It would probably be advisable if you're going to go to circuit court because it is a formal proceeding.
Ma'am, I haven't worked since May 6th. I have no money. Sure. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing this to you. I'm trying to get you the paperwork that you need, so I can email it. I can mail it. That's it. Unfortunately, I have to move on to other callers.
What am I appealing?
Okay.
If I go to circuit court, tell me exactly what I'm saying. Just tell me, please. What am I saying? You just said it. What is it?
Well, you're trying to appeal the hearing officer's order.
Wait a minute. I got it right.
Just like that order that you received.
Ma'am, they got it. What it says here is am I appealing the suspension, revocation, or denial of my driver's license? Is that the form?
That I don't know what their forms look like.
I don't know, ma'am. I don't know that.
We're not legal counsel.
Okay.
I have to disconnect the
ma'am,
call.
Send me whatever you got. Send me whatever you got. Damn it.
Okay. I will
send me whatever you got.
Form.
I can't, ma'am. I can't drive. I can't use my car.
Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.
What did you just say to me? You fucking bitch.
Fucking